Welcome to a new test and teardown video. Yes, we're playing with another IMPO. This time it's a digital volt meter, ohm meter and amp meter. And you can also do temperatures and pH, depending on what kind of electrodes you connect to it. And it is huge. Look at my hand here. It's like super massive. So yes, this is of course for a school demonstration. There's something loose. There's a loose part in here. So when I move it around, it's rattling around. So I'm sorry. I need to open it first. I can't power it on. Also, I saw this. So there's a problem. This is okay. So everything else here is okay. I just cleaned it as good as I could. Oh, look at the size of that one. You can probably read the values from 30 meters or something. And look at that. There's also a little teacher meter here. So when this is pointed towards the audience, then the teacher can still see what is going on here on this little slave meter, I guess. This is what this is all about, right? And we've got two fuses on the back. Maybe it's for the amp meter or mains supply, I don't know. So that will be the on-off switch located on the back. But anyway, I need to open this big bad boy and then we can get started. And now we are inside. You are not going to believe this, but it looked like something really big and bad went off inside this unit. It is really smelly and black, and there was a big fat black coating here. I just touched this with my finger so I could read. I couldn't even read the text here, so it's, what is this really? 1984 and 86. I don't understand the two different stickers, so maybe this was the initial date and then it went for service or upgrade. That is a weird smell. So it's single layer PCBs with a lot of hand soldering. Look at all the drivers here for the two different displays. And so that is the readout module for the pH. Oh, look, if I touch this wire, there's a super gross stinker here. Ooh, this is all. Here's a plug-in module. That is really a funny unit. Small little PCBs. It looks very homebrew, but that is classic with the early age IMPO products. They were really made by hand and they were really made in low volume. And yeah, all the first units from the 80s, they really looked a lot like this design. I can't wait to see, where is this? Okay, so here's a digital multimeter PCB. There's also a year here. Let's see if I can read this. I need to clean it a little bit more, then we will see where's the kaboom. This is the bottom plate. Oh, look at that. That is a mega kaboom. And it was in this area. What do you know? That is one of the best kind of blow-ups I have seen in a very long time. Wow. What the heck? We got a very nice power supply module here, or whatever that is. Okay, this is for the temperature. Oh yeah, this is the temperature module. Oh, it's a lot of homebrew. I mean, the level of this is a little bit experimental, wouldn't you say? It's not super duper pro level. I mean, this was installed in schools and such. I mean, I need to take out this entire voltmeter section here. I can probably figure out how to do that. Maybe just unscrew. Where is that? So there's this module here is. This is what we need to get out, right? Let's get some light in here. I think this is a new top score in how to kill a unit, because it is just melted, burned, and I wonder how long it took before they turned off the power, because look at this, parts are just completely burned away. So that means this burn maybe happened when somebody was not even nearby, right? Oh, this is a switch, right? So I don't know what is in there. I need to cut the wires here anyway. Now look at that. I mean, yeah, this is probably a new record. Oh, look how bad that is. It is really difficult to photo this because there's nothing to focus on. So I believe somebody gave it quite a lot of voltage and quite a lot of current. This is a little bit too much. And yeah, there's nothing at all to save in this unit. So I might as well just, oops. Isn't that just some funny rubber sticky coating? I'm definitely going to have a look in that module as well. So this is the temperature module, whatever that is. Yeah, we might as well just enjoy the evening in a total disassemble mode, because I bet every little part in this unit is completely dead. There's nothing we can use here, but the case is quite nice, and the handle is good and stable. I mean, I'll probably reuse the case and the, yeah, maybe you can make a big nice clock if the displays aren't completely broken. Oh, you never know. I kind of like the really big display here. I had the idea I could maybe try and clean this up and see if that is possible. I've now removed all the cables and stuff, and now I can actually see what happened. So it was one of those blue capacitors. Those are actually high voltage safety capacitors. And look how much it exploded and just spit out like a flamethrower. All the guts and guts all over the place. I mean, how can this part contain that much damage? That is something I don't understand. But if you look at the two holes there, we probably got one more. Because if I look here on the table, see, there is actually one more. So this is also the rest of another one. So somebody input like a serious amount of high over voltage. I need to throw this out. Oh, there's actually a voltage divider chip here for voltage measurement, and that will be the current sense, or is it that one? Those two, they were connected to the current sense. So yeah, let's have a look at this little white thick film. Yes, indeed, that is what it is. And oh yeah, it goes to the switch. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to see if there's any ohms left in that one. So this is the temperature probe. Isn't that a little bit interesting how the measured results is actually on the display kind of drive output, digital output side, right? And then it goes to the rear side here. So this is probably a data multiplexer, or like a display multiplexer. All those wires. This is a multiplexed display bus that is delivered from this. This is the standard voltmeter IC, and that was the same IC we had on this PCB that was blown up. See, again here, and then this one was also full of a million wires. I cut them away, so back in the bin with that stinky. I would like to see what is in here inside this rubber coating. So that was not too difficult to remove. There's not a lot of stuff to see here, but that is an LH0044CH. This is a very, very special op amp. Super low noise and super low drift and all the super duper fantastic things from 1980 something. Wow, that is some good stuff. I hope that works. We might as well just enjoy the rest of the circuits. Phew, still a bad smell in here. And what do you know? Those are CD4503s. Try to clean them a little bit here so I can read the. You can see everything here is a little bit dirty. And that will be 6-bit 3-state buffers. So those are of course used to select between the different digital buses from either the pH or the temperature or the voltmeter. That is a funny way to do that. I would definitely have selected on the analog outputs after some amplifiers, and then just used one of the fantastic voltmeter chips. But hey, well, if it works, it works, but this is a lot more complicated. Let's look a little bit on that circuit here, if we can get this board out somehow. So that will be the pH. I can't see how that. Oh yeah, there's a screw. Oops. How do you take out that screw? So what do you know? That module was actually a thick film kind of module in some potting. But there's no text written on the module. So it's a super secret. Yep. Very heavy. maybe we can decipher something from the PCB here. What is that? 2866. Sometimes they use the names and the numbers of 94. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen this module before, I must say. So, if you know what that module is, please feel free to comment. I'll plug it nicely in the socket again. Well, I'm not gonna smell this anymore. I will put it back in the shed, because that is definitely an outdoor project from now on. Yikes. But I really like this nice big case, and I don't know, maybe this can become something funny one day. But anyway, thank you very much for looking, and see you tomorrow.